Celebration Park is rich in history. It takes visitors back in time, starting with a prehistoric flood and running through Idaho's mining era and railroad boom.
In tonight's Exploring Idaho, Gabrielle Salgado takes us on a journey through Idaho's history at Celebration Park.
Connecting Owyhee and Canyon counties, the Guffey Railroad Bridge was once used for mining and agriculture purposes, but is now a pedestrian bridge and is only a sliver of the multi-layered history at Celebration Park. Along the Snake River, where prehistoric sturgeons swim, and tucked below towering basalt columns, is Celebration Park.
We're Idaho's only archeology-themed park.
The park takes visitors on a tour through Idaho's history, starting with the geological event that shaped the landscape, the Bonneville Flood, the catastrophic flood that washed through southern Idaho.
A volcanic eruption, they think, diverted more water into Lake Bonneville, causing it to go up higher and hit a soft sediment layer at Preston, Idaho, and then it burst through and went up to the Snake River.
Historians believe the pressure of the floodwater knocked basalt columns off the valley's cliffs, rounding them into large boulders.
It was like a giant rock tumbler.
Petroglyphs from the Shoshone, Bannock, and Northern Paiute people paint the rounded basalt rocks that are scattered around the park, but their meanings are up for interpretation.
We can't say for sure what any of them mean. You can split those into abstract, which nobody agrees on, and then you can talk about them in representational, which everyone kind of agrees on.
Nicole Schwen says petroglyph interpretations can change every day based on angles and the sun.
Because what you see on this side might not be what you can see on that side, so it's good to get a different view.
And a popular attraction for visitors is the atlatl throwing, a native spear-like weapon that cuts through the air.
These are generally the hunting tool that came before the bow and arrow. Sometimes when the bow and arrow arrived in an area, it completely replaced the atlatl. Other times they overlap.
Visitors can attempt to shoot a mammoth on a hay bale target. On the other side of the park, the state's railroad history bridges Canyon County to Owyhee County, where visitors can hike trails up the Guffey and Black Buttes. The Guffey Railroad Bridge was built in the late 1890s to make transporting iron ore from Owyhee County to Canyon County easier through an electric railroad. But the completion of the bridge came too late.
And the mines panned out. A load of ore never went across.
However, the bridge was used to transport sheep and elk, and it is said to have carried more livestock than any other line in the West. In the late 1940s, Union Pacific pulled all train rails from the bridge and made plans to scrap the bridge entirely. But it was saved by the Idaho Historical Society, who later sold it to Canyon County for a cheap price.
They bought the bridge from Owyhee County, and Tom Bisak, who's the one who created this park here, he knew immediately that he needed that bridge, and they agreed to sell it to him for $1.
That $1 purchase is now one of the iconic landmarks at the park. Celebration Park is normally bustling with fourth graders during those warmer school months, but you can still come out here and check out all the history the park has to offer. And if you're lucky, you might be able to catch one of those prehistoric sturgeons. Reporting for Exploring Idaho, Gabrielle Salgado, Idaho's News Channel 7.